by control is really nice. So when the CIS are ready to initiate, then Liquid have a lot to work with. And that's probably the biggest strength I see out of their lineup.
Yeah, and well, you mentioned it's okay to go from those mobility items on your slider now because of the Wind Ranger, and compared to the last draft, there's essentially zero single target focus on Liquid. Like, what is there? There's like the right clicks of the Gyrocopter and Winter's Curse. Everything else essentially is going to be AoE damage that's going to be coming out. So as long as they can kind of keep Iceberg in the backline, you know, there's no Reaper's Scythe or something to delete him from the fight, and you can count more on that damage than you could have against like the previous lineup.
Fada, I'll give this to it. There, they kind of got to. Fada's going to come in, just beat into the Night Stalker. Night Stalker doesn't have enough movement speed for it. So, one for Iceberg, one for Fada. And they're both gone for their respective builds. Exactly the same with the Salve trigger. Or neck and neck for the mid lane so far. Yeah, it's such a close contest.
Oh no, it's over. Iceberg didn't get the support block.
It's over.
It's pretty much the game, I guess.
Now.
And we can pretty much close this one up.
Interesting to see what Fada builds it, like, skills up into. Fada actually got like the perfect block on his one creep.
Yeah, that was nice.
It's fairly even. Okay, so he builds for Necromastery. They want G-Rex harassing out in this lane, and that's the reason why he goes Shadow Poison to start with. They actually got buffed up a couple of patches ago, if I do recall correctly.
Yeah, 6.82, I want to say. Either way, it's something absurd. If
Iceberg.
you get,
That's a lot of stacks, man. That's a lot of stacks. That's a lot of stacks.
It's roughly 1,000 damage with 5 stacks at level 4, and even at level 1, that was what, 400 or something like that. Actually, it'll show up. Oh, it won't.
I think Iceberg realized he was dead. I thought, oh crap, I'm gonna fight the SD, but you just gave first blood in the solo kill to Jirax. That's not to mention the space for the fact that Fada now has 10 souls in this SF. The damage is now here for the SF, and Iceberg. Oh my, that was not the dream. That was not the play.
And look what Jirax has done, eh? He went and hid the smoke up and behind the tower before he went in all that harassing, so they're unaware of that little, you know, gank that he might be trying to throw, come down into the bottom lane, maybe go up on top of Afterlife. Just, it's those little things, you know?
They're doing this again, CIS. Give a lot of space to Goldblack on the lane so he can just sacrifice as well as Frost Blast. While letting the other core, letting the core who's in that lane, move over to try and leech the experience from the lane. And this time he's doing it in the river. And waiting for the 2-minute rune. So Kuro is the man who's going to anti-burn up. He wants to try and battle up against Afterlife, and Afterlife doesn't want to really expend any of his mana. The Wyvern steals the bounty rune. Wind Ranger gets the DD, however, and that will give her absolutely no advantage at all. Because she's just going to get poisoned up.
Yeah, and contrary... Oh, well, rather, contrary to the overlay, it was actually CIS who won the first game. Just pointing that out for anyone who is tuning in.
This is inaccurate. It is not correct, sir. Iceberg really needs his bottle.
Look at the positioning he has to take here.
Fada's got more CS than Iceberg, more deniers than Iceberg has CS. This is really problematic for him. He walks in, takes a raise, has to trigger off the salve after that. So CIS are willing to get something more out of their other lanes. But they do have a Slan who's up to 15 for 4. But Tummelman hasn't really found that much farm in the lane. Like, he's only sitting 8 for 0. Yeah, there's no way he'll survive this. Again, Jirax with the poison. The Shadow, like, the disruption allowed him just to get one more wave of poison off if he wanted to. And now there's 2 kills going the way of the SD. But Tummelman's not grabbing as much as I thought, because Goldblack just keeps dragging the wave back.
Yeah, the frustration, like, basically Afterlife's been in there dueling it up with the Kuroki, essentially this entire early phase, and then Goldblack's kind of been sitting on the wave. He's actually 2 levels higher than his Night Stalker at this point, as we will see Shadow Demon deny himself there, so just head on back to base the Express Post way.
Saves a little bit of time. Yeah,
I'm a little surprised how good of a time he's having up here.
Managed to find 4 levels. No real CS, like he's only managed to grab himself 5 CS. So the Blink Dagger timing is not going to be so terrific for him. And I'd be more concerned about the other timings, like the Earthshaker finding levels, yeah. I'm never going to say it's not important, but There's other things
It's not
which are-
quite as, you know, potent as other heroes, you know?
Yeah, and what happens once you do actually have Visage with Familiars up and running? You get the amplified damage vision all the time over on the Earthshaker. It'll only take one Familiar stun
think so.
do the work. They'll need to have quick rotations coming in, so look for those those TP scrolls over on Jirax. Right now we're watching him kill off Afterlife. That's 3 poisons already. And you're about to see the 4th connect. Afterlife to Shackle actually drags back Jirax. They give him a Void as well, and that's actually quite a decent kill. Goldblack rotates over and helps take it. The beast room from Fada wanting to come in further. There's no Shackle available. The quick Void, now the power shot. No Shackle still able to connect. And Fada, Afterlife stands his ground. He wants to try and fight, but Jirax just Fada's lets the ulti go, giving himself a double kill. Goldblack got picked off the river in the meantime.
And then Mind Control drops top at the same time, so kills all across the map, but a nice little heads-up play there by Fata. He was waiting in the mid lane. He was actually trying to bait out the wind run before that fight even started so that he could use the haste rune to go in for the raises, but that was the perfect opportunity for a kill for him, so he gets the level up, grabs the Requiem at level 6, because why not, you know, makes him secure the kill there. And we also saw Matoma Man pick off Goblak for himself over near the tower, I believe.
He chased him through the river, like all the way over to find that kill. Afterlife trying to get aggressive during the nighttime, attacking into this gyrocopter. He's got a Void back off cooldown in 1 second time. Looks like mid lane as well. Jirax a little bit too close. Goes to the disruption over and Always Wanna Fly. So Matoma Man does end up dying to that Night Stalker solo. Soul assumption damage from Always Wanna Fly, not enough. And in fact, it's very lucky for him that Jirax's poison first wave missed. Now he's got to restart the counter again. Fada with the race too far away. Jirax just wants to keep pressuring. There's 3 poison stacks over on the Visage, but he's perfectly alright. Now we see the lanes for CIS are just getting a little bit more controlled.
I mean, Afterlife just completely recovered his entire early game in about 10 seconds. Like, no spells were cast out. When Top Man didn't go for... He might get Goblak now, just be harassing out, but he didn't pop his stick, and I don't know, Afterlife just ran him down. Just kind of let him die, and suddenly now he's level 5, went and took a camp afterwards. It's still nighttime, he's ready to get aggressive here with Iceberg if they can catch anybody out, but Jirax will just hug up next to Fata and please, you know, please save me here.
They see everything in the mid. Jirax is coming over because they're worried about the gank. Here's the last 20 seconds, and Jirax, Afterlife, and that damage output. Disruption will be kicking in. You're seeing Windranger moving into position for a power shot. Probably won't be able to reach it. Afterlife already finds the kill. As Phase Boots give him the speed as well as the non-blocking. Run for it and then get the hell out.
Man, what a turnaround! Like, he's really showing off how you can abuse Night Stalker. The second the nighttime hits, he was level 3 when this night started, and managed to take down a level 5 gyrocopter, and now moving into around the 8-minute mark. Looks like Mind Control does have some help from Jirax here.
Trouble up on top, Always Wanna Fly, keeping Jirax out, and there's your Echo saying they really want this kill over on the Slaughter, and well, he's gonna balls up the crush, the sprint away, but the poison's right behind him. Mind Control just needs to hit with the totem, and he's able to do so. So the Slaughter will end up dying. The hilarious thing is, though, for all of his CS, he still wasn't the top net worth. Top net worth is by far that SF. Matoma Man copping a little chunk of damage here as Afterlife. Rocket Barrage. Well, that Void's back off cooldown in 1 second time. There is no Frost Blast, but the Void still slows him down with a Flag Cannon. Not enough damage for the Splinter Blast. It flies out, so Kura gets a revenge kill over on the Lich.
Look at Afterlife! He's actually considering this. He's almost got his earn. And what a play up there by Mind Control. Like, he played that absolutely perfectly. As soon as he had the Fisher thrown out and one right click down on top of the Slider, he created some space in between him and the Slider so that he can position himself for the next totem. And
Good.
It looks like Ramsey's in trouble now, though.
Run away. He's got half a second left to sprint, but then again, that means he just takes more damage with double damage route as well from Fada. Get the kill over on Slaughter. He was meant to be that slight aggressive, but the Observer behind the tower of Tier 1 of Dioside just saw him. They saw him TP in, saw him rotate. Very simple rotation, and again, vision up, so Always Wanna Fly, stick charge to try and stay alive. Just see some damage to Fana with the Soul Assumption, but can't stay alive for all of his troubles.
And we're starting to see maybe a little bit of a negative impact this time, trying to abuse Goblak, but he doesn't have a TP scroll ready, so he can't engage in any of these fights up top, even though he has the early levels for the Chain Frost. It's they're doing a good job of just kind of rotating up here and crushing this lane, right? Like, expecting that there won't be a rotation from Afterlife and Goblak. Snag themselves a very easy tower.
They really just have to wait it out. Okay, Maybe not. Darkness is going in. The curse, however, it controls up Afterlife. Remember, he's still going to have that high movement speed. Uro TP's out. They know what they're here for. They're here for Matumba. They need to keep him down, because if this Jara starts getting any more farm, then they just don't have anything to play with. The Jara will do too much damage. The SF is already up at 5,400 net worth. Make that 5,500 net worth. He's make it almost 5,600 net worth. The SF's just farming too quickly. Once the mech is up, CISR can't be aggressive unless it's nighttime.
Yeah, we've seen Fata do this just countless times with this hero. Iceberg looking for that shackle, but Jarek's very mindful of it, keeping that positioning. It's always tricky near the stairs. They can take some pretty wacky angles.
Really good props as well to Iceberg, the fact he's managed to get the CS, like the net worth back up to where he is.
Yeah.
2 deaths and he's sitting at the 3rd highest net worth on the field. Like, he's got more farm than this Gyrocopter, who was the safe lane hero for Team Liquid.
This sustains.
And Jara's even got 1 kill to his name. The Wind Ranger does not. So CISR, the timing we're looking for. Like, do we wait for next nighttime? Will the Slaughter have a blink dagger by that point?
It's gonna be close. He'll certainly be getting up towards it.
It's backing off like this,
maybe...
it's gonna keep delaying.
I wonder if maybe sometimes we'll see the Force Staff up against the Clockwork and also the Earthshaker occasionally. Probably going to be a Blink Dagger, simply because it is just really good up against Fata. They want to make sure they get the maximum control on them that they can. But it certainly is an option when you're going for this off-lane Slayer.
Wouldn't be against it. Always want to fly. Yeah, his familiar's up. He wants to fight, slowing down mind control. The Echo Slam's available, but at the same time, the cooldown's arriving. Goblin can get this ulti off in time. Bounce up to Matumberman, so these familiars can do a little bit of work. They gotta be careful. SF is hot on their tail. But always want to fly, knows he can stay alive here. With extra soul assumption damage, they just want to run this one out. The homing missile is chasing us to always want to fly, but it would force Liquid to go in way too deep. They go for the kills over on the familiars, but they get away. Kuro can't keep up, even with the Arctic Burn trigger. So all this is happening. Village dies. All 5 heroes from Liquid are up on top lane being controlled. Berg farms up in mid now, and Afterlife is getting space during daytime on bottom lane to farm.
Yeah, and he'll have the Urn, have his phase boots, and they'll run Iceberg a little bit out of mid here. I don't know what other big items will be coming out here. You don't really have that farm on Always Want to Fly that you're looking for, as they do pop the nighttime.
Yeah, Visage, he needed the help to get out of here. The Grave Shield's not enough. Goldblack, yep, that cooldown. It's too much slow for him. Shadow Demon will find the kill over and Always Want to Fly, and Liquid just keep pushing. They got the mech up, they want to try and make a big impact. Mind control starts with the Fidget, gets a 2-man stun. Iceberg instantly into that wind run and away to safety, but Afterlife triggers the darkness and comes in. We are already during that nighttime phase. Phase boost off cooldown as well. Stick charges is not going to be enough to keep him alive. In fact, doesn't even use the stick charges, accepts his fate of death. 12 for 5, that mid tower looking to be attacked, and Matumberman finds these familiars out of position. They're going to drop down. Fidger again, trying to look for a little of extra control, but the Frost Blast catching out too. Liquid not feeling confident enough to stick around for now.
Yeah, Fata was running low on mana, so he bailed them, trying to go grab the rune down bottom. And without the mechanism, just play the safe play, you know, back themselves away. They're getting those levels up, they still have the Winter's Curse available, as well as the Purge from Jerax. And on the other side, of course, the familiars are up, and you've got the Chain Frost, and they will smoke up now. They definitely have the potential for Roshan with Iceberg, but is that the play? It looks like it.
I would even just say it's just with Iceberg. You got your familiars control and damage to come from them as well. Like, I never really want to underestimate that. You can keep Roshan locked down for quite a considerable amount of time. And Team Liquid don't know this is happening. They don't have an Observer Ward nearby. You've got the SD moving over now, so you might be able to Poison Scout, which is actually exactly what's going to happen, but it's already too late. Roshan's down for the count. The Observer Ward's allowing Afterlife to know what he can get away with, and he wants Matumberman taking out Roshan to also grab the kill on the Gyrocopter. He starts to TP out. The Crush will be in time. The Shackle will be there. Followed up with the Power Shot. Won't get the cooldown off. That means Liquid cannot turn onto this. So you take Roshan and a kill over on Matumberman. SF is still a beast, however.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, and we talked about the importance of this damage that is coming from Iceberg, kind of the sole source, and with all this control that they've drafted on the you know, to be flanking him up, so to speak, and being at his side. And so it's not really a big surprise they put the Aegis on top of him, but it's, I don't know, it kind of seems like if they can actually get their way to Iceberg, I wonder if the Aegis might have been, oh, that's an Echo Slam from my control. On top of Ramsey, so that's an easy pick off.
Who needs a Blink Dagger when you can just start with Disruption? Meanwhile, Fada, that curse into the Requiem. They burned the Aegis Immortal already. The ASR not ready to fight just yet. Iceberg and a copper raise. So that wind run up, but the fissure locks him in position, allowing that last raise from Fire to connect. Couldn't do it with physical damage because of obviously the 100% evasion. And now Night Stalker also caught out of position. Mind Control not going for the instant stun. In fact, it's up on top lane where he's a little bit more concerned. The Cold Embrace is holding Fighter in position, but Familiar Stun 1 and 2 instantly dropping down with all sorts of damage too. Fighters could potentially die from just these Familiars, which always want to find decides to resummon up, chasing Fighter into the tree lines. But with the attack coming in from Kuro, they need to go for another stun. And where's your control? Visage is too far in. The visual will end up killing him off, and Fighter TP's out to safety. CISR just throwing kills and bones the way of Team Liquid. They want to go for more. This Familiar doesn't have a drop. That's a fresh resummon of Familiars, and they all got picked off.
Well, that escalated quickly outside of the Roshan pit. I don't even, where did that even begin? I guess with the Echo Slam in the mid lane, and then a couple of rotations, and then some nice pick-offs up top by Fata.
It didn't even have to go that way, though. Like, CISR didn't have to fight.
No.
They took the fight. They took the perfect fight on bottom lane, like inside the jungle. Matubberman, you could see him. The Observer Ward was there. But then they went to the top lane fight with no vision at all. And with a very farmed up SF. And now another kill. This Slaughter, catch it, Rocket Barraged. Down for the count.
That's now twice in a row. He was up to around 1700 prior to that first Echo Slam death, and now he's dropping all the way down to 1400 with 2 deaths tacked on. And it's getting a lot higher. It looks like he's saving straight for the blink, and also Zono always want to fight if they don't even just get the outright kill with that Splinter Blast.
And the raises. Very simple job. Team Liquid now to win this game.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And it'll be the SNY, as suspected, up on Fata. They're leaving TP down, not looking to lose any of these tier 1 towers. Blink Dagger now up for Mind Control. It looks like it'll be, do you think BKB or SNY from Matubberman as well?
For Matubberman, I'd actually prefer to see the BKB at this point. Because there's no lockdown stuns that can attack him. You're not going to rely on Slaughter. In fact, most of the time, in fact, in case in this time as well, you don't even scale up Bash. And the chance of having like that 10% to 25% chance of getting a stun through BKB, he can just really do whatever he wants during the team fights.
Yeah, while taking all the damage from a Rocket Barrage or something like that, it seems rather unlikely. And yeah, and he doesn't really have the Helm the Dominator, so typically that's what we will see leading into the SNY, so I'm kind of in agreement with you. I think it'll really help against the control from both the Lich, just from the Frost Blast and everything like that, but also the Night Stalker, the Shackles. It seems like it's a good item if they want to go for these tier 2s and high ground.
Also the tank for his team.
Yeah.
The Earthshaker jumps in with a Blink Dagger, but doesn't really have a lot of life. Matubberman, however, now goes for the solo kill over on Goldblack. While still on the flag, Canova gets shackled to a tree line. The poison with the purge as well. Goldblack's gonna pop. There's no way. He knows he can't survive. And that SD. Poison attack so early on did so much work, and now Afterlife Mind Control. They'll commit the Echo Slam to keep it on going, and the poison just keep flying. It's a double kill for Jirax. But the mid tier 2 tower is dropped. But feel like they can just force the issue even further. They've still got mech available. Another disruption. Fada goes for the raid, so always gonna fly. The shackle from Iceberg will do some work. The soul assumption as well, but Fada triggers the mech, and this was again these Familiars that will get completely mopped up. The 4-man crush, but the follow-up curse. Fada, Familiars were not worth your life. Well, actually end up keeping his life, and Iceberg looking for more. In fact, maybe it's Team Liquid that came in a little bit too far, but Tommy are going to get shackled up. Get another big crush. The Lich Omni will fly out, but the SE disruption making it difficult for the bouncers. Now it will bounce back up again. Matubberman and Fada, please separate yourselves. They took a lot more damage than they probably needed to at that point, but the ISR, they came out. Half-Life as well, running himself forward in the middle of a cooldown, right on top of the Earthshaker. The crush will come again from 666, but the trade-off really isn't there. You've lost you into Wyvern. Maybe this will do a little bit more work as Iceberg, and actually it's going to be Visage to get that kill over on the SD. But the follow-up damage, there's your crush forward. It's a 3-on-3 trade-off. The win rate's already bought back into this game. The Slander will Dynamite Tumbleman, so the trade-off, not the perfect one. And Mind Control following up with the stun. He knows he's visible at the moment, which means there's a dire observer ward around there. Always going to fly knows exactly where he's running to, but cannot catch up to him. Fight will end. It'll end up being a 4-for-3 trade-off with the buyback expense coming in from the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, just looking at that, they do, with all the buybacks, wow, they actually do end up with the gold change coming out on top simply because of, you know, the massive kill bounty actually heading the way of your Visage. So he was extremely poor. In fact, before that fight, Kuroki was actually second net worth in terms of the Radiant. He was actually above even the Tumbleman of the Gyrocopters. Now they're on top of Iceberg with another Fisher.
Voice of the Flag can't really help. Okay, he can with Gold Black in the neighborhood, but Iceberg's dead. If they can get another slower and always want to fly, then they've got this, but the Grave Shield gives him too much movement speed. Get away once again. Night Stalker catching Jirax out over in the tree line. He doesn't have the damage. We're still in daytime. Void, the control isn't enough. 666. Okay, it's over. They die in front of their own tier 3 tower. Under 20-minute GG call comes out. And that was quick.
Team
Very, very quick.
Yeah, that was Liquid kind of making a little bit of a statement there. I think they kind of, you know, they were feeling a little down after that first one. One would suspect. I mean, you're favored. You're looking to go into these big tournaments. You're already, you know, there's really not much more to say.
Yeah. Game was good, game was golden, and game will go to a game 3. It is the deciding matchup who will go up against the Golden Boys.